regret? I'm 30 years old and I'm going nowhere fast. You know, when I was a teenager, I had these huge hopes and huge dreams, and I was most likely to succeed in high school. I had all this pressure to be somebody, to do something. I was a valedictorian in my high school class, graduated college, and now I'm 30 years old and I'm a waitress. No matter how hard I try, and I tried, I don't know how I ended up here, but no matter what I do, it's just not good enough. And now I'm in a marriage, if that's what you want to call it, honestly, because it's garbage. My husband would much prefer staying out all night long partying than to coming home to me. And I just don't know what happened. I mean, like I said, I had dreams, and I wanted to be somebody, I wanted to make a difference, I wanted to matter. And now I'm crying myself to sleep every night. I take extra showers so people don't see me crying because I have to pretend like everything's okay. What happened? What did I do wrong? Where did I go wrong? And what do I do now? Because this is not what I want my life to be. Is it too late for me? I just need help. What are you going to do about it?
Isolation? You want to talk about isolation? I've killed more people than you would even imagine. I love God and I don't even know where to go in my life. I don't know why I was able to make it home and why they had to die. Now I've cut off my family. I hate my life. I'll go to work, I'll work my job, and I'll make money so that they can live and survive, and I'll pay the rent and I'll pay the bills, but leave me alone. I don't want to live. What are you going to do about it?
Desperate. You want to talk about desperate? In January, am up to 290 pounds. So in 10 more pounds, I won't be able to even weigh myself on the scale at home. I'm uncomfortable in my own skin. I'm always worried about what people are thinking about me. Are they judging me? I worry about going to the movie theater and even fitting in the seat anymore. I'm worried I might break a chair in a restaurant. I'm just insecure and my weight is always on my mind. I'm worried about my health. My ankles are swollen all the time. I'm worried if I go to the doctor, they'll tell me I have like diabetes or heart disease or something terrible. I'm afraid to even go find out. And it's not like I haven't tried to lose weight before. I have, over and over. I will start something new. I will count the calories. I'll count points. I just can't stick with anything for more than a few days. And the carb cravings are like a drug to me. I have to get that next fix, the next sugar high. I just wish someone would help me. What are you going to do about it?
Afraid. You want to talk about afraid? I'm afraid when I walk into the foyer after walking my dogs and a searing pain grips my chest so bad I collapse in the foyer. I'm afraid when 3 months later my family doctor tells me that she's alarmed by my EKG. I'm afraid a month later when I wake up in a hospital room with an invasive cardiologist in the first of 4 invasive procedures done that year, tells me he doesn't know why I'm alive. I'm afraid as I watch my daughter afraid to come into the room because I've got so many tubes and wires coming out of me after an 8.5-hour surgery that I don't know if she's ever going to be the same. I'm afraid that I'm not going to be able to see her grow up. I'm afraid when 13 weeks later I'm back in the hospital for 2 more invasive procedures and had a cardiologist tell me that the work that they had done 13 weeks before looked 20 years old. I'm afraid that I go to bed every night and I'm not going to wake up. I'm afraid that I get up every morning, the next bout of chest pain that I'm going to have is going to put me back in that hospital. I'm afraid and I need help. What are you going to do about it?
Empty? You want to talk about empty? I'm 98 pounds, and I can't stop thinking about the number on the scale. I wake up every single morning and I strip down to nothing, and I step on that scale, and I let that number define the person that I am every single day. But the number is never good enough. I look at myself in the mirror and I'm scared, I'm lonely, I'm depressed, I'm sad. I pick apart all my flaws. I'm ugly, my eyes are too big, my nose is too big, I'm never perfect. I'll never be good enough. I go as long as I possibly can without eating, and when I feel like I can't go any longer, I'll drink a cup of tea because I know that it'll keep my energy levels up. And when my body starts to shake, I tell myself that I'm weak. It's 1 o'clock now, so I guess I'll eat lunch, but I promise myself I won't sit near anybody because I don't want anyone to ask me why I'm only having an apple for lunch. And I promise I'll go to the gym later for at least an hour to counteract all those calories I ate from that stupid apple. And I'll go home to my boyfriend and he'll ask me, aren't you hungry? And I'll tell him that I already ate. And I'll go home, I'll go upstairs to my room and I'll cry for the rest of the night. And I'll wonder that if I just continue to not eat, will I disappear? Will anybody notice? Will anybody care? I just want somebody to help me. What are you going to do about it?
So guys, I have great news. You guys can turn around. Is somebody did something about it in every single one of these stories. These are all their real stories that are in the past now because someone reached out, someone cared, someone was brave enough to just see what they could do to help. And because a coach reached out to them, these are no longer our stories. And I was just thinking of putting this together because how powerful is that? How many times do we overthink sharing Beachbody with people? Like, oh, they're gonna think I'm stupid, or oh, it's a scam, or what? Like, did you just hear this? Like, how powerful is that? And that we have the opportunity to impact a life on that level. That is why this business is the best business ever. Because when do you have the chance to make an impact like that?